What's up everybody, it's me Sergio, I'm with Mobility Direct. Welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we're gonna do a little DIY tutorial on how to set up the battery for a brand new Pursuit 2 by Pride Mobility. This is a really luxury scooter that's built for both off-road, indoor use, super high-end. We have an in-depth review video if you want to learn more about it. In this video, I'm actually gonna do this for our customers that are purchasing one because setting up the battery can sometimes be a little challenging for some people. There are a few steps involved. It's not just plug and play, plug your charger in like most scooters. Before I get into it, I do want to tell you about our free product catalog. It has all of our most popular products, exclusive discount codes, and a ton of information about our company. If you want a copy, just go to our website, mobilitydirect.com, click on the green button at the top of every page that says free catalog, fill out the simple short form that you're seeing on the screen now, and you'll get one in the mail within 1 to 2 weeks tops. You could also just call our non-commissioned sales experts with the number below, give them your address over the phone, and they'll process the request for you. You can also come to one of our stores. We're not just an online dealer. We have several brick and mortar locations. We're A-rated with the BBB, so come on by. We'd love to earn your business and answer any questions that you might have. You can also test drive this product in person. So let's get started. Now, this scooter, you have the option to get a single battery setup or a dual battery setup. Okay, in this case, we have the single battery setup, but I am going to show you how to set up both. We'll start with just the single battery setup. You're going to have to unbox everything, which we have a separate video for. If you want to see that one, click at the top right-hand corner of the screen, then come back here. It'll show you how to set up the battery. But basically, you're going to get a bunch of different parts here. You're going to have 2 battery harnesses, regardless of if you order it with 1 battery or 2. If you have both batteries, you need both. If you have the 1 battery, single battery setup, you just need 1, you don't need the second one. So let's put this to the side for now and talk about the rest of the connectors. This connector is really important, whether you have the single battery setup or the dual battery setup. This needs to be connected to one of the batteries. The other end's gonna connect to a matching connector on the rear part of the scooter, which I'll show you in a second. This is a linking cable, which is going to allow both batteries, if you have the dual battery setup, to communicate. So if you only have the single battery setup, you also can put this to the side and just hold on to it in case you ever decide to upgrade to a dual battery setup. You won't need this if you have the single battery setup, which is what we're going to start with. So I'm going to leave this to the side as well. So really all you need for the single battery setup is one of the terminal connectors, which is going to have the red and the black, and then the gray on the other end, and then the single BMS system link, which is going to go to the battery's BMS, and that's going to go back to the controller. So let's go ahead and get started. You will have 2 screws or bolts with washers that connect onto the batteries. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the red and black terminal connectors. Black is negative, red is positive. You're going to want to get the screws here, take them out of the bag, and we're going to connect them. Okay, so red goes to the positive, indicated by the plus sign on the battery. Black goes to the negative. Get your Phillips head screwdriver, or you can use a socket, wrench, or just a pair of adjustable pliers, whatever works for you. Go ahead and tighten them up. Now this is going to plug into the receiving end. So there's a gray connector here and then a gray connector there. There's a secondary gray connector if you have the dual battery setup, which again, we do not have in this case. So I'm just going to plug it into the first, to the one on the right. My right, your left. All right, so for the single battery configuration, folks, this is what we're going to do. You're going to take this cable, which has a 4-pin white connector on the end and a 5-pin barrel connector on the other end. The 5-pin barrel connector is going to match up with the 5-pin receiving connector here. There's a 5-pin and a 4-pin. Okay, you want the 5-pin to match up with the 5-pin. Plug this in. It does need to line up. Okay, so make sure you line it up the way it's supposed to be. It can only go in correctly one way, so make sure you're doing it correctly. And there is a, I'm going to show you actually here, there's a little twisting part here which is used to tighten it up. So you want to make sure that you're using that and not just letting it sit in there, because this is technically an off-road capable scooter. You don't want that to come loose over time. So I'm I'm tightening it with my fingers until I can't tighten anymore. And now I can't pull it out. I'm doing a little tug test. I can't pull it out. It's not going anywhere. That's what you want. All right, now for this part, you're gonna have to get in there with something, and you may actually want to do this before you put the battery in. That might have actually been a better move, but you're gonna have to pull the little white connector out. Now, this is like the perfect tool for it. I don't expect everybody to have one of these. It's like a little locksmith tool. But basically the wire that we just finished plugging in, that end is gonna plug in to the receiving end, which is also a 4-pin female connector. There's a little clip on it, so you wanna make sure that that clip is gonna lock in on that little notch on the top of the female connector. There we go, so we're connected. So now that we have the battery management system connected to the controller, the red and the black for the positive, the negative controller, communicating with the controller as well, we're almost ready to go. The next thing you wanna do is make sure that this is pressed in, not out. So you wanna make it pressed in so it's seated down low. That's basically the on and off switch, if you will. There's also a breaker button here. You wanna make sure that's not out. And if you ever trip your breaker, let's say you get hung up on a hill or you overheat it by overloading the weight capacity, this breaker will pop to prevent overheating the controller, the motor, or any other components so that they don't burn out. Just like when you get hit by lightning in your home, it trips the breaker. Same thing here. If something goes haywire, like overdrawing the amp pull or getting stuck on a big root and you keep hitting throttle trying to overwork it, it's going to get overheated. It'll pop the breaker before it breaks anything or overheats anything. All right, so now what I'm going to do is kind of go back and make sure that my terminal covers are doing what they're supposed to and covering the terminals to prevent any kind of moisture buildup and oxidation in the future on your terminal connectors. And at this point, we can actually get ready to plug in the charger. I'm going to do that here, but I do want to talk about how you would set up a dual battery configuration. So if you have a dual battery configuration, you're going to need these two components, right? You would basically link up the positive and the negative to the second battery and then plug this in right here. And you would also take this bridging cable and basically go from the 5-pin, or I'm sorry, you would take the 4-pin. You can see one's a 5-pin, one's a 4-pin. You would take the 4-pin, plug it in here on this battery that you just set up first, lock it in, go over to the other battery with the 5-pin and plug it into the other battery, and that's it. So there's really not much to having a dual battery setup versus a single battery setup. You just need to link the two batteries with the communication cable for the BMS, hit the positive and the negative, get those connected, and plug it in here. Once you do that, you're also ready to go. So at this point, we are ready to go. I'm gonna put the scooter back together and show you how to initiate the initial charge sequence to wake up the battery, because they are technically in sleep mode or dormant. They've been sitting in a warehouse for a long time. These are lithium batteries. All right, so I've got the charger here. You want to go ahead and plug the wall outlet cable into the charger itself, and you actually want to plug the charging cable into the scooter charging port first. Then plug your charger into the wall outlet, at least for the first initial wake up sequence. After that, you don't need to worry about that. You could plug the charger into the wall outlet first and then plug this in, or the other way around, doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and plug this into the charging port first, just like that. All right, so now you can plug this into your wall outlet or extension cable, and you're gonna see one light is on, showing you that the charger is powered on, and then you may or may not get the charging light to turn on right away. It might take 20, 30 minutes, sometimes longer actually, for it to actually wake up. In this case, it turned on right away. I don't know if you could see that, but both lights are red. When that bottom light turns green, that means it's fully charged and it's ready to go. Make sure you charge your battery regularly to get the most out of your lithium battery. They should last for 3 to 5 years easily. It is covered by an excellent warranty. Lithium batteries are meant to last twice, sometimes 3 times as long as sealed lead acid batteries. So keep that in mind, folks. All right, at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything together. That's pretty much the end of this video. I hope it's helpful, and I do wanna take the time to tell you that part of every sale, I'm not sure if you knew this, goes towards funding our giveaway program. we actually give away mobility scooters to people in need all the time. A lot of these folks are homeless, or they just can't afford a mobility scooter or a power wheelchair. We show up and we give them a free mobility scooter. It totally changes their lives. It's very emotional. We actually have a lot of videos showing our giveaways. And if you want to be a part of this, all you have to do is consider shopping at Mobility Direct. Like I said, part of every sale goes towards funding our next giveaway. Together, we can make a difference, folks. If you know anybody that needs a mobility scooter, tell them about our YouTube channel. Share this video. We have tons of DIY videos, product review videos, comparison videos, lots of educational stuff showing you how to travel on an airplane, going on a cruise, all sorts of awesome videos. And we'd love to earn your business. We have tax-free sales, free shipping, and non-commissioned sales experts. So if you have any questions, you'll get honest answers from our team. Give us a call with the number below. Make sure you subscribe. Give us a like to help support our cause. And until next time, everybody, have a great day.